This is Betsy and Lauren.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to another episode of Horse Quest. Last time we did a trial of a bunch of the horses to find out which ones were faster and got a bunch of the fastest ones penned up down there. We still have a rest of them to go through, but I wanted to start today on, and I'm going to do a bunch of this off camera, but filling this in so we can start to make some jumps. And I was kind of thinking about, at first I was thinking to level this out, but now I'm thinking to maybe kind of leave it like a steeplechase, which is kind of a cross-country horse race. And maybe even leave like the water feature. So did you extend this? Yes, I think that's a yes. So
that was a yes.
So
it's the quick way down.
Yeah, to maybe even see if we could have this be incorporated in some kind of a steeplechase racetrack for the horses. But I've got some terraforming I've got to do to kind of level this out, I think, a little bit, just for the standard jumps that we're going to do. So I'm going to get started on that.
I'm going to go work on the bridge a little bit.
All right, so we'll be back in a bit when we've got to the next step.
Great.
And we're back, and I think I've finished for now flattening that area or raising it up a little bit. You can see in the distance I have covered over the timer, and I decided to go and leave. That's well, that's when we were first taping. I don't know if I showed you guys, but there's a kind of a little pond right there. I decided to go ahead and leave that. I'm standing on Lauren's bridge to look at it. It's a little more natural, and I'm becoming a student of T-Bone's, where he's, you know, liking to have everything natural. Of course, he would cringe when he looked at all of this bare ground, which of course is just, it's fresh sod, so it hasn't had time to have things grow yet. I did plant a couple of daisies that I had in my pocket, but yeah, here's this little water area, and I'm thinking that maybe what we could do is do a series of straight jumps somehow along here, but then have another kind of a steeplechasey race course that kind of, you know, goes over hill and dale, maybe winds around down here, and goes around these trees or through the trees, and then maybe up on the hillside, and then
pony parkour. It's
pony parkour, right? Exactly. And then at the end, you know, and I don't know, we're gonna have to test this out, but you know, what kind of a jump can a horse? Does it, jumping in the water on a horse, does that hurt him? I don't know. So let's find out.
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
No.
Okay. So even when it's only one deep?
Just we experimented with that.
We did?
We did.
Oh. Ah, cool. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna make some jumps, I think, next, and then let's try and do this. The hard thing is, I had a viewer on the last episode suggest that we do some timed jumps, and I guess we could do that. Of course, you know that on these jumps, it's so much of the player operator error. Generally, it's kind of a challenge, so we'll have to see how that turns out. But yeah, we could certainly try it. I mean, you know, no harm in trying. So yeah, we'll be back in a bit. So it's time once again in the horse pens to name a horse, and look what I have. Get Mama out of the way. Here is a little baby who is now probably going to escape because this isn't double gated. Yep, there it goes. But we had a great request in the last episode to name a gray horse Earl. So there's Earl Gray. Isn't that cute? So that's to Carly McQuarter. Carly, there is Earl the Gray. And I gotta go get a lead so I can put Earl back in the pen.
So for our next naming, I think they should tell us how many subscribers T-Bone has.
Oh, that's a great one. So as you guys know, T-Bone is the great builder who is working on our park, and be sure and jump over to his site and check out the episodes that he has posted on building the park. And I think I'm going to ask him if he would come over and help do some more great landscaping amongst the racetrack and stuff. So, but yeah, so go and check that out, and I'm going to try to get this baby in the pen, and I will be back in a bit.
Sounds good.
Welcome back, and I think I've got all of the supplies that I want to start building some of these jumps. I've got some ideas. I've been kind of off camera in a creative world and just kind of seeing some different materials that we can build with. I'd like to get some quartz. I was going to do that with the blocks of coal, but I forgot and left it up there. But I'm going to start out with what I've got here, and I think I need to make a couple more of these stone slabs. So let me do that, because the thing I wanted to make is going to take 7, I think. So I've got that open in another screen, and I wanted to apologize to you guys, kind of explain to you sort of what was going on. My mom passed away 2 years ago, actually 2 years ago this week, and so I've been kind of out of sorts with making videos, and I haven't really been online very much. So I just wanted to apologize to you guys for we'd been really good about posting videos, and then all of a sudden I kind of went dark. So that's kind of what's been going on. Sort of hit me harder than I expected, but you know, just kind of do the best we can. And anyway, yeah, I just wanted to let you know that was going on, and yeah, hopefully things will get better. They always do. So anyway, so this first jump I wanted to make, all the jumps are going to be 5 wide. That seems to be a pretty good width for these jumps, and the horses can just naturally, without even having to jump them, go over a 1 block high, just like we would just go over a half slab. So I think to even start out, I'm going to make this 1.5 high, which I could either do with a fence, but I think instead what I'm going to do, I love the combination of the stone bricks and that birch wood is just so pretty. So what I was thinking to do, and I actually also meant to have some glowstone, and I don't have that right now, so I'll have to come back, but I was going to take kind of the same design that T-Bone's got over here for the hidden lighting and make it here. But I want to put these stone slabs on the top here. So for a 1.5 high, we could either use the stone slabs, or we can, we can use the fence, or we could use the 1.5 with the birch here and then the half slabs. So that was kind of the idea I was going to have for this, and then to kind of make it sort of interesting. And I think the horse is actually going to be able to jump up on that. Yeah, so it's not going to be a completely, you know, the horse, well, for the operator isn't going to have to make sure that, so the rider to jump, because I think the horse is going to just climb right up over that. So that's kind of cool, but I liked that look there. And I'm going to make these jumps, I think, I haven't really done this in a while, but I think I'm going to make them about 20 wide. So I'm kind of going along the race course here is marked out. The white wool is every 5 and the black wool is every 10. So this was 10 blocks and this is 20. So I marked out down here a couple more every 20, and this would be then where a jump goes. So you saw I kind of knocked down the dirt block up here that was marking the first one. Of course, it's just right lined up with that, so it's kind of the same. But so this is going to be the next jump, and I think for this one I had kind of a cool idea, and I didn't remember to bring the nether bricks. So let me go up there and get those really quick. And actually I'll come back in just a sec when I've got those, and it's day again. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I had to go and kill a bunch of cows to make some frames. I hope Lauren isn't going to be mad. I made 10 jukeboxes because I had this really cool pattern in mind. So I used them for one of the jumps. Don't tell him that I did that. And I wanted to come here. I've got my glowstone now, so I wanted to dig this out. And this is the design that I just learned that T-Bone is using in the park to help illuminate things. And I like the fact that it's really unobtrusive. So I've been, and I like these jungle leaves. I think they look really cool. So I actually have been growing some trees over here. Boy, they're sure. Do you guys find that they don't give their saplings back very much? It just seems like there's not a lot of saplings per leaves compared to other trees. I don't know. But I'm going to do this for all of these jumps to help kind of illuminate this area. And like I said, I'd love to have T-Bone come in here and see if he can add his beautiful artistic talents to making this area a lot more appealing, a little more artistic looking, and get rid of these crazy torches. But let's do the second jump. We're going to use our jukeboxes, and so I've got this sandstone, which I think was what I used in I've got my other screen open here. So I'm going to have, let's see, this jump starts right here. Okay, so it actually starts right here. And then this then is the place where we have the glowstone. So I'll put the glowstone in there. And then the jump is going to start right here. Let's see, do we want it back one? I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is the actual place where it is, but it's going to be another one of these climbing ones. I think let's go back. So we're going to start with the jukeboxes lined up here. So they're going to be, and we're going to make 4 of them. Do we care that these slots are, oh, how did I do this before? Oh, I hope this won't, I think we can have these back, can't we? Oh, good, thank goodness. So I'm going to actually start the row back, and this one I want to do with the sandstone is going to be kind of our backdrop on this. And if I put these here, then when I put the jukebox down, I think. Now, how was I doing that before? Because in my drawing of the world, my test world, these are on their side. How did I do that? How did I make those place so that the blocks, the hash marks, are the entrance to the jukebox, not the entrance, but you know, the slot is in front instead of up on the top? How did I do that before? That's so interesting. I wonder if it's sideways, perhaps? No. How do you make... That's so annoying. I don't want them like that. I want this checkerboard pattern to be on the top. How do you make them so that they go on their sides? That's so weird. I didn't even think about it when I was doing it in the other world that I have, this creative world, and they just automatically did it the way I wanted them to. So this top part is going to look like this, where it's got picture frames, and then in each one of these picture frames is going to be a jukebox. So we've got kind of like a mini version here of what the larger jump is going to be in front, and I really liked the look of that. And then we'll have picture frames on the jukeboxes, but gosh darn it, why aren't they settling right? I'm going to have to go and investigate this, and I will be back in just a second. Alright, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. I can't figure out, was it that I was in creative mode in my other world when I was just kind of trying to build these jumps that it went a different way? I don't know, and I can't even get the little slot here to line up in a different way too. It's always going, I guess that's north-south, right? Yep. So you guys will have to tell me in the comments. You know, that I have to confess I'm not devoting a lot of time to hunting all of the tiny nuances of programming in jukeboxes, but maybe in the comments you guys can tell me if it was that I was in creative mode and so I was able to place these jukeboxes in a different way, because I had these checkerboard, like I said, the checkerboard was on the top, which looks really cool, and I don't like it like this. But this was how the pattern was in... See, then the checkerboard was on the top. It looked so much cooler! Arg! I hate these little details that just, you know, drive you crazy. But okay, we're just going to get over it for right now, and maybe you guys can come back with a fantastic solution on how I can make that right, and we can go back and fix it later. But anyway, that was going to be the second jump, and again, it's another kind of a climbing jump, but I really like these, and we'll just leave this back side. So the other one, I put fence on both sides so you can actually climb up and then back down again, but this one we're going to have it be a full jump. So there's jump number 2, and then jump number 3, I have this really cool, I love like this nether brick and orange together, and at first I had these, and these jack-o'-lanterns will be nice because they'll give some light too, and I had them originally kind of faced in a way so that when you look at the jump, these, you know, jack-o'-lanterns kind of creep me out a little bit with their creepy faces, but I think that it will be nice to actually have it be kind of an interesting part of the jump. So we're going to give it a little bit of texture and a little bit of interesting you know, look here by having these faces show. So we're going to go like that and then have this here so that when you come to the jump, it's going to be like that. So this is pretty orange, and then going with the orange then is this nether brick, which I really love this color, this kind of a maroon color, I guess. I mean, it's not really brick color, it's kind of a darker purple than that. So this jump I wanted to have it be, this is actually, oh, did I get one extra one in there? Yeah, I sure did. Get my pick, which is almost about to die. So this was the jump then that I had for actually this is 3.5 high, so this is going to be a serious difficult jump. I've got this black pinto over here. Not only is he fast, he's a crazy high jumper. So I'm really excited to have him. I don't know why I'm calling it a him. I mean, obviously they're not boys or girls, but I don't know. Horses, it seems like a boy. So anyway, yeah, so I'm excited to have him come over here and try these jumps. And should we do one more? I wanted to have incorporated, oh, and I only have one jungle sapling, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to incorporate, let's see, so this is 10, so 20 is going to be right here. So let's mark this with some dirt, just so I don't lose track of where I am, right there. And I need to go get one more jungle sapling. Do we think that we can get one of these to give us? All I need is one, but you just watch. We're gonna knock down probably this whole entire tree and not get a single sapling from it. I don't know what the deal is with jungle trees, but it's always that way. Just seems like it doesn't want to. Now look at this. Oh, was that one? Yes. Okay. See. It just made me into a little bit of a liar there. Is it getting night? Not quite. Okay, so let's quickly hurry, and I've got some bone meal here, so let's see what we can do. I'm worried that I'll probably have to do this more than once, but what I want to do is grow kind of a significantly large tree on either side and then have the jump in the middle. So it is right on our block of dirt. Do I want to do that, or do I want to have it one over? And now that I'm thinking about it, did I actually want to have it be acacia instead of jungle? I wonder what would look cooler. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I would rather have acacia. Although I love those leaves. It was acacia though that was in my creative world, because what I'd actually done was I had not even limited it to one trunk. I actually made it 4, like one of the dark oak that's got the 4 wide trunk. I'd actually made the tree be that much wider, and it looks really cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the acacia, and I don't know that you can do that with the jungle wood. This doesn't come out quite as nice because I think they go kind of straight up and down. Look, here's another sapling. So let's run up here really quick and see if we have any acacia saplings. I think we do. T-Bone was doing all that work in the garden. Oh, and the orange sheep had wandered all the way up here. He's probably in the house now. It's funny, they seem to gravitate toward wherever we are. I'm going to have to look practically in every single bin to see if I can find, I think that, and of course it blew up too, so that's an oak sapling. Alright, I'm going to have to search for this for a second, and maybe I'll have to even go in and, let's see, what's that? Dark oak. Of course it would be the one tree that we don't have is what I want to use now. But let me jump out of here really quick and see if I can find some. I really hate to go over and whack on his trees over there, but maybe I can figure out if there's a little secret stash he's got for the trees that he planted over there. So I'll be back in just a sec. Well, I was all the way up there. I found 2. Oh, there's the orange sheep. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I left 2 in here too. So that's 4. That ought to be a good amount for what we need to do. And it usually seems to take more than one try at getting the tree. mean, hopefully it will only take a couple tries to see if we can get these trees to be as big as we want. Well, and actually I need more than 4 because I need 4 for each side. Unless we just go with 1 on each side for right now, and maybe we'll expand it later. And I'm still too close to this track, I think. I hate to shift everything over 1, but I'm making this pretty narrow here, which is kind of annoying, and it's going to be interesting to see if these trees get in the way of our track as well. Where should we put them? And I don't even know if they'll grow. Will they grow here if I do this? Oh no, we're just going to do 1 for right now. Let's just do 1. We'll do 1, and then we'll come back later, and if we just love this idea and want to expand on it, then I don't know, maybe I can shift the whole thing over. That's pretty tall. Oh, that's actually kind of cool looking. Okay, so now we're going to have 5 in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our other tree is going to go right here. And now I would love that one to be kind of arching the other way. And I'm going to have to knock out a little bit of this, I think, because this jump is going to be fairly high. And, oh look. Oh wow. See, now look at that. Jungle trees, take note. Look at how much saplings I was able to get just from a couple of leaves off of that. So do I want to have this one different looking? Oh, let's leave it for right now. Did I put that wide enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. No! 1, 2. Oh yeah, I put it on 5. You guys watched me do that, huh? Yep. Okay, well, I guess it's a good thing that we didn't really care for this tree very much then. And I bet I'm not going to be tall enough to reach that. Okay. Did you yell at me and say I was putting the tree in the wrong place? Yeah, you were right. I did. But guess what? Now we're for sure going to have enough saplings if we wanted to do this 4 wide, which it just looks really, really cool. Should we do that? Let's see. We have 4 now. How many? And of course I'm going to try. There's 1 more. And I'm going to try to do this. Oh, I wish this would despawn quicker. This is kind of boring. Alright, I'm going to jump out for just a sec, and I'll come back when I have this whacked down and we try again. There's another sapling. Yay! Be right back. Okay, well, we didn't get any more saplings. We have 6, but let's just see. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, there's where that one was. So really, we want to start right here. And I think we'll go back 1. So let's do these 4 and see what we get on this side. And I don't know, what's going to happen when we try to do this? I guess we're only short 1. Will this even grow? Oh yeah, it will. Okay, cool. So put that there. See, that just looks so cool. It's so massive now. I mean, that's an awesome jump. Let's see. So this is lining up here. Yeah, this is right. 5 wide, and that's lined up. Okay, so let's grow these guys. Oh, am I going to be real? Oh, have enough bone meal, please. No. Darn it. And I think that's like the very last. We're going to have to go skelly hunting or just wait for these things to grow. All right, well, that gives us a basis, though. Although I wish this one would grow. All right. Well, what we're going to put in the middle here then, and I was going to say, actually, you know, I would, so here's, again, and I get so tripped up with design because I don't really consider myself the best designer in the world, but I love this red sand. Isn't that pretty? And this red color with the purple. So I was going to use the acacia wood because it, you know, that's the tree we're playing with right here is this color. You know, I'm gonna do it. We'll save this sand for someplace else because it seems like it should be natural that it's the wood that the trees are. So I didn't want to put that there. So I was gonna try to see if I could somehow mix this purple, which I just think looks so pretty, with the blocks. And I'm kind of coming out with the same sort of a jump. What if I do it kind of with a little stripe? And of course you can't see this row of, maybe we should just make it a single tall, oh, do I not have enough? No, we got more. Let's not use all of it. The other thing I had thought about doing was doing like the raw wood for part of it. So we could do that as well. It's too many choices. I end up just being confused with what to do. So do we like that? Actually, in the other world, I had not even put this purple stripe in, and this was, instead of planks, this was all just raw wood, and then it was either upright, so it was showing the really pretty gray bark, which I love with stone, is so neat looking, or having it be facing, so it's got the circular kind of the inside of the wood. Looks really cool too. So could also do something like that where it's just sort of, you know, haphazardly mixed up like that. But I don't know, it kind of blends in a lot with the trees on the side. What do you guys think? Let me know. And I think this is going to really interfere with trying to get through there. And this is going to be a really tricky jump because you can get up this way, but then you're going to have to jump. So I think that's good for starters. We'll have to wait and see, let these trees grow up here, but I'm going to go get that Pinto and run him through these jumps and kind of see where we are right now. So I'll be back in just a sec. So this is the black and white Pinto, and he was not the fastest of all of these horses. I mean, he's still pretty fast compared to most of them. 8.6. And I think what I'll do in the future is put a timer that I can, I don't know, a starter that, because we can put more than one starter, they're all going to be powered by the timer, which is buried over there. So I can actually trip it any way I want. I'd have to go in and get some more command blocks, because I don't want to have to go through that. I mean, I suppose I could just come out of this racetrack like this and start the timer this way if we wanted to do timed jumps. But maybe just to start, we'll just go over them. Yeah, see, he just runs right over this because of that metal fencing there, the iron railing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And he'll actually just pop over this one too. But then I need to jump, and I didn't do it right. Darn it, darn it, darn it. All right, let's start over. See, this is the operator error I was talking about before, and I'm sorry, Lauren's time is in there, and he's actually downtown Portland right now. I shouldn't peek at his bridge. You guys can see that with him in a minute. But anyway, I can't clear that out. Come on. Yay, there we go. Okay, and then, see, this horse is an awesome jumper. Wow. I'm glad I didn't take any damage from that, but that's kind of cool. I don't know, should I clear out those leaves or just let us go through it? But look at how great this jumper is. I should actually make like a 5-high jump so that you could see. Now, I foiled that. So do we want to have some more jumps here? Should I kind of terraform this area? Have it kind of sweep around and then head up here? Or maybe like the real steeplechase, just to have us start climbing up onto, you know, this rugged terrain here, and then have some jumps that are higher up. You know, climb up and then another jump up here. So that might be cool. But I think I'm going to wrap it here for today. We've got a couple of jumps. I would love for you guys in the comments to let me know, you know, even send me a link. I'm not sure how that would work. If you guys could send me an image, if you guys have some neat jumps that you've built. I'm always looking for kind of creative ways to make them look interesting, but if you can figure out a way to get a jump to me that I can take a look at, if I like it and put it in here, I'm going to have sponsored jumps from the viewers. So if we choose a design that you guys have made, then I will go ahead and have your name on a sign on the jump and have you sponsor it. But until then, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please drop me a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And until next time, this is Betsy and Lauren, who is in Portland, signing off. Take care.